everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the iRobot Roomba Combo Essential. iRobot did send me the sample, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. So how does our iRobot Roomba Combo Essential stack up against the competition? We'll be looking at it from the brand average within iRobot's Roomba product lineup, as well as the over 60 plus units that we've personally tested in the RoboVac and mop space. So the first metric we're going to look at is CFM. This is the max CFM we're able to record in-house. So for this particular unit, we got a score of 4.8. That's one of the highest we've ever got on a Roomba, regardless of where it fits in their lineup. You'll see that our typical Roomba average is a point less at 3.8. And it's still going to be a couple points less than the typical average RoboVac of 6.9. The good news here, though, with our deep cleaning test, CFM is a thing of the past. This is a real-world test where we embed coffee grounds into carpet and we measure the results before and after. So even with the lower CFM value, you'll see that our Roomba scored average for iRobot's lineup and above average from your typical RoboVac. Next, let's talk about decibels. So the average decibel for RoboVac is 70 decibels. This came in at 71 decibels. The Roomba average for iRobot's lineup is going to be about 68. Moving right along to battery life measured in minutes, 120 minute battery life for our Roomba Combo Essential. The brand average is about 15 minutes less at 105 minutes, and the overall average is 150 minutes, so about 30 minutes more than this vacuum. Moving right along to height, measured in inches, 3.2 inches for the height of this Roomba. The brand average is 3.5, and your typical average RoboVac is going to be 3.6. Next, let's talk about bin capacity measured in milliliters. This has a 400 milliliter dust bin compared to the average Roomba of 400 milliliters, which is great. The overall average RoboVac has 420, so we're about 20 milliliters shy. Next, let's talk about water tank capacity, also measured in milliliters. This has a 275 milliliter water tank capacity. I'd say well within range for your typical Roomba that supports mopping. Typically, we find that average being skewed a little bit higher to 295 because that includes Brava jets, which are just dedicated to mopping only and no vacuuming. The average across all RoboVac and mop combos that we've tested is 235 milliliters, so it's great to see that this water tank is on the larger side. Last but not least, let's talk about cost. This will help us understand everything that we just looked at, and you'll see pretty quickly that this is a very budget-friendly product within iRobot's own lineup, as well as with your typical average RoboVac. And I would argue from all the data that we looked at, we were at or near the average, a little bit above or below, give or take. But you'll notice for a fraction of the cost. So hundreds of dollars less, but we're still getting a really good performance with our Roomba Combo Essential. So where does that leave us? Let me share with you my final thoughts. I believe the writing's on the wall for the 600 series Roombas. I'm a big fan of those, and it's great to still see innovation at the more competitive entry level price point. So I think the Roomba Combo Essential is a nice upgrade from the 600 series because you get that mopping functionality, and they didn't skimp on the mopping functionality. They actually give us app controls where we can adjust the water level, so that's huge. And we have suction level adjustments as well. In regards to cleaning performance, we did see a notable difference and improvement with the Roomba Combo Essential compared to the 600 series Roomba. So on all of those fronts, really a nice job here, and they're still keeping it competitive. I would argue you still pay a premium for iRobot products, but a lot of times it really rings true. You get what you pay for. I know what you're thinking. Hey, you're only talking about the positives. Well, what would you want to see improved or changed with this particular product? Well, I'm so glad you asked. So for this particular Roomba Combo Essential, I'd like to see a couple of things done differently. The biggest one for me is to have them dial back how aggressive it is on its driving. And lastly, although it cleaned better, I still miss their old cleaning system. It had two brush rollers. One was basically your beater brush, a rubber brush, and one was like an agitator with bristles, and it was able to self level. So I know we got better performance with this one, but I like that self-leveling option. If your floor isn't perfectly even, it was nice to know that it could compensate for it and give you that deeper clean, especially again on hard floors. So overall, for what it is, it's definitely an improvement cleaning wise, and I would argue functionality wise with the mop, suction levels and water levels, but there are still some things I miss from the previous versions that didn't carry over.